And we are back, guys. What is going on? In this training video, we're going to be going over how to build out a sequence. Now that you guys get an understanding of what sequences are used for, now we're going to actually dive in and build one. So inside of here, I'm inside my account, going to go into automation, and then I'm going to scroll down to sequences. Once I'm there, you might have some already. There's some generic. You want to go up to new sequence. For this one, I'm going to do... just name this the training test. You want to name this sequence to whatever sequence that you're building out. Again, this is just like a daily follow-up of emails, like an email automation. So once we've created that, you're going to get a page that's just like this. We have no messages in this one, so we need to create one. We're going to click on this little button right here. And from creating, it's going to give us this first one right here, and we're going to either create a new reply or select an existing. So if you've built out maybe some messages already, some broadcast messages, you might have them inside of your saved flows, and you can do that by creating it here. What I want to do is just go ahead and build one out. Anytime we do need to add a new message, we just click this button. It's going to add a new message. I don't know why I didn't. So it's going to add a new message. We want to also, if we need to adjust the date of when we're going to schedule this out, the first one should be scheduled, maybe a day after or maybe even immediately. So this would be basically 0 days and you would hit immediately. Save and update schedule. So you can do it with minutes, hours, and days. And again, you just want to adjust it and then hit save. If I want to do immediate, then I'm going to do boom, immediate. Say I want to send one out. Maybe this one is going to be for a webinar. What I want to do is send this one. This is them registering for a webinar. And then also maybe send them one a couple minutes after. Maybe the webinar is 45 minutes, so I will send them 47 or 46 minutes afterwards. Save and update, and then maybe we'll send one a day after that, or possibly, let's say I want to do hours, and I could do that to 6 hours. Save and update, and then maybe the next one I'll do a day. So this is basically what I want, and then the next one's going to be a day after that one. So then I've got some messages. Now let's actually go in and create some of these. Real quick too, before we go and create one, if you ever need to delete it, just hit the little trash can guy and then delete the one. But let's dive in and let's create one of these. So we're going to hit create new reply. It's going to give us a generic first message to send out, which this is going to be the message that you're building. So if you want it to be more in depth or you want it to just be a single message, that's fine. For this one, this would be the first message, them registering for a webinar. Hey, let's do first name. Let's add some emojis. Thanks for registering for the webinar. Hey, thanks for webinar. Make if you lost the page to the training, you can access training. You can access it below by whoops, and then I want to add a smiley face. What's a nice looking smiley face? Boom. And if you click on this too and click away and then click back, you can get the emojis. So I'm going to click a knuckle, two knuckles. training access right here. If you lost the page to the training comment, you can access it below right here. Boom. This is going to be one that I send out. And then if I want to give them the website, I'm going to go up here to the website and I'm going to go into loading the page. Once the page is loaded, I don't know why it's not loading. There we go. I'm going to delete this because mini training, boom, and copy that link. I'm going to close that. Go back into here, boom, lock that in, and I'm going to add a tag if I really wanted to. Add tag, clicked. Boom, I got to click that to add the tag. Boom, we're locked in place. It's going to add a tag. Then I want to hit publish. Then I always want to name this sequence. So if this is going to be the first one, I want to name this to be webinar registration first message. Boom. And then I'm going to go back to sequence and I've got nope, I want to go all the way down to the training one that we're doing. And then I'm inside of the sequence. That's the first message. We've got that all typed up. It's live, it's published. Now we just need to hit active to turn it on. Boom, active. So anytime we're going to use this sequence from any type of growth tool, for example, let's go into growth tool for a ref URL. If somebody's going to click on it, or let's say you're running a Facebook ads JSON. I think this is the Facebook ads JSON. You can click setup, and after they, for example, say you have the message built out, and after they click on it, so let's scroll in. So you're running a Facebook ads JSON. After they're done and ran through it, say you wanted to put this person, add a, what's it called? You're going to add a tag to this. Whoops. Trying to add a tag. When the button is pressed. Okay, so I'm going to have to change that. So contact us. Whoops. Go to contacts, contact us. If I were to basically contact us that sends a website, say I wanted to add them to the sequence we just built out, this is registering for a webinar, just bear with me on this. Then we're going to go into add action and we're going to hit subscribe to a sequence, and then we're going to type up the sequence that we want to send them on, and then boom. So they're going to subscribe them there. So as soon as you, say you're running traffic from Facebook to a webinar using a growth tool, then at that point, you're registering for a webinar. Hey, click on the button and we're going to send you a message just so you can access the webinar. It's a two-step little small growth tool that you use, and they click on the first thing. Hey, do you want to sign up? You want to register for the webinar? Yes or no? They click yes. From yes, then they go into awesome. We'll click the button below to access the webinar, and then they click that, and then you also will then add this action, subscribe to sequence, and then send them the sequence, and it's going to immediately send them that message that we built out inside a sequence. Again, the first one, it's going to send that first message and then say, we wanted to make another message. This one's going to be, this one's going to be, hey, or let's change it up. Yo, first name, Whoops, we're going to delete these buttons. I don't want that. Yo, first name, another text. What an awesome webinar, right? Whoops. And they would get this message too if they didn't actually, for example, if they didn't actually click on the call to action at the end of the webinar, or possibly you didn't even have a call to action, or your call to action doesn't matter. You still want them to get this message. Awesome webinar, right? Is there anything I can help you with? Question mark. You know, small, simple. Is there anything I can help you with? And then you can add a couple buttons like affiliate marketing, building an agency. Hi. Whoops. You know, these are just anything I can help you with from the webinar you just watched. And of course, I'd send them links to certain different things, or say I wanted to send a message and send a message and send a message, and these also had actions of what they clicked on. You know what I'm saying. We can actually break this down, and again, I like to do it in the flow builder, and then send them certain messages and break this super down. But that's how you build out a sequence. Once you're done, again, with the message, make sure you turn it on. Make sure you've attached it to a growth tool that you're using for this sequence. You can use as many growth tools as you want for one sequence, and get multiple different ads ran, all tailored to the same sequence. You just want to make sure that you click on the sequence you're adding them to, and make sure all of your messages you have built out are active. And then you're good to go. You've got your sequence. So hopefully this video helped out with you building out sequences. And that is the video in the Messenger Bot Mastery of building out a sequence.